Part of my work and what I do is helping debunk the human experience for both men and women so you guys can succeed both physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. You have to be very, very mentally strong to not allow society to get in your mind and twist and turn it dark. You have to still try and see the light. Also, if you guys have not signed up for my spiritual warfare class, the link is below. About to talk about, it'll help you feel a little bit more liberated, and it'll help you feel like, okay, I'm not like, I wasn't bugging out. Like this is really what's happening. The first lie that smart people understand will be told in the industry is the be confident lie. Yes, I want you all to be confident, but I don't want you to become flabbergasted when people despise you because of your confidence. Okay? Society tells people to be confident, but when people meet a confident person, they don't like it. Okay? So that's one of the lies that society spreads, that society does not respond well to. Now, should you be confident? Yes. Should you find who you are at a deeper level? Yes. But I don't want you to feel discouraged when you go through the world sharing that confidence and shining that light and people don't like you because of it. It's one of the biggest lies ever told, is telling people to be confident. I've had people try to chip at me my whole life just because of confidence. They wanted to break me as a result of that. So that's a lie that smart people understand. Society tells you to be confident, but they don't even like confident people. Okay. So do not be afraid to take up space if you are confident. People are not going to like it, but that doesn't mean that you cannot enforce it. The next lie that smart people understand is the lie of moving up the social ladder at work. The mindset of not being outworked should be applied to every area of your life, of course. But if you really have strong worth ethic, I'm going to need you guys to try to develop your own business. Corporate America is created to keep you in the same spot for years and years upon end without having any excitement or progression or freedom in your life. Okay, that's another lie that we're told, moving up the ladder. Now, I'd like to talk to Black women for a second. Black women, do not be anyone's mule in the workplace, okay? You're not picking up extra work. You're not picking up extra shifts. You're not picking up more assignments than the person next to you. You're not coming in earlier than everyone else. You're not leaving later than anyone else. You have to be treated as everyone else's equal. If they cannot treat you as your equal, you leave. They love to give the equal work opportunity and have you sign off on anti-racist forms and watch all these videos, and they're the most racist companies of them all. So if you are not treated equally, you file reports that you need to file and you leave. Okay? Another thing in society that I want you guys to understand, another lie that's told so you don't think that you're bugging out, is that as a woman, when you meet a man, that is the end all be all. Society judges women based on the type of man that they date, if they're married, if they're not married, if they have children, if they don't have children. But they don't tell you that on the opposite side of that, if the man that you get into a relationship with is not a good-hearted man, you will suffer. You will suffer. They're not going to share that part with you of the domestication and constant humiliation that married women have to face at the hands of average Joes. Okay? And they want you to be superwoman and they want you to do it all. They want you to be the wife. They want you to cook. They want you to clean. They want you to take care of the kids. They want you to work a job so you can also pay half. And they want you to spread your legs for them on command. It's not a good deal. Okay? It's not a good deal. Before you enter the deal, make sure it's a good deal for you, whereas a woman, you can preserve thyself. Do you ever notice how certain women, when they leave a marriage, that's when they lose all the weight and their skin clears up and they just look happier and they're more festive, they're more vibrant. They don't look like a shriveled up prune anymore. It's because they were being drained, ladies and gentlemen. Society is not going to share with you that if you're going to be married as a woman, you should be picky. You should be selective. You should be cautious with who you decide to intertwine yourself with, because you will get drained, ladies. They will drain you. They will drain you. They don't tell you about that. Society hides that part because society wants women to always feel insecure. So if you don't have a man on your arm, they judge you by that. And then when you do have a man on your arm, you're unhappy with that man because he can barely pull up his own weight. It's not a good deal. So society tries to discredit and discourage women for having high standards because you will ruin the patriarchy if you enforce those standards. That's a story for another time. But there is a reason why women are, people try so hard to domesticate women and put in their mind that if you don't have this by this age, if you don't have this by that, if you don't have this man, if you don't have that, they try their best to make you feel like you're losing out so you can run and grab any random person and get domesticated. Another lie this society tells is that people do not judge you based on your look and where you come from. They do. They do judge you. This is for ladies and women, men and women. They do judge you based on how you look, based on your demographic, where you come from, the car you drive, the shoes you wear. People are very, very fickle. Okay, and they will judge you on your exterior prior to your interior. We are taught in school, it's the heart that matters. Look at the heart. But we all know people are not looking at that. People are looking at, what car did you pull up in? What does your body look like? What does your face look like? What brand of watch do you have? Is it right? No. Am I saying that I agree with it? No. I don't agree with that. Because someone can have on all designer and they're a terrible person and they can't treat people. They don't know how to treat people. I don't agree with that, but I'm letting you guys know that this is the reality of life. This is what people are going to judge you on. I'm here to share the truth. And what I always tell both men and women is you don't have to like the truth. The truth and the facts doesn't have to make you feel good. It doesn't take away from the fact that it's facts. And men usually have a pretty easy time understanding these things. I always tell women, I'm not speaking what I'm speaking to make you feel good, by the way. It's not about how you feel about what I'm saying. It's about the fact that it's facts. Some women will argue, oh my God, but why do men judge on this? But why do men judge on that? Ma'am, you may not like it. It doesn't mean it's not true. You cannot live your life in deception. You may not like how something sounds, but that doesn't make it not true. The truth is, people judge you on people judge you on your exterior. Yes, they do. They judge you on how you look. They judge you on, the most basic things is what you will be judged on before they get to know you personally. Another lie that gets told, this is a major lie, is women empowerment. Women are they're not on your team. They're your rivals. Okay. That's another lie that women are taught, that girl power this. Listen, it's very rare. If you are a woman and you have the full package, other women are not going to like you. There's no girl empowerment. They will steal from you. They will replicate you. They will try to dismantle you. They will try to take you out by any means necessary. There's no. They are your rivals. Okay? If you are a woman who has anything remotely good going on, whether you're established, you're beautiful, you have something going for yourself, you got a nice body, you take care of yourself, whatever the case may be, women are not going to like you. Other women are not going to like you. Okay? They're not going to like you. They're going to despise the very mere existence of you. Every time I've been to a women empowerment brunch or a woman's group at church, I would get hate from the gate, meaning the minute I entered that room, the minute my heel stepped foot in that room, I was greeted with nasty looks from women of all ages and all races. So I don't do those things because it's not true. It's a lie. I always tell people this is not a woman empowerment platform. I want to make that clear. This is a platform that is dedicated to helping both men and women grow in abundance and grow in life and exceed and ascend and have the best. Ladies, don't go into a workplace or an environment assuming that another woman in there is going to have your back because you're a woman, or assume that another woman is not going to take your spot or not going to try to take your spot if your spot is what she desires. Women are your rivals. Once a woman understands that, you're going to stop getting burned by other women when you understand that they are rarely on your team. They are usually 9 times out of 10 your rival. And they will stop at nothing to end you if they feel like you are a threat. The minute a woman senses you are a threat in any way, whether you're beautiful, you're smart and beautiful, you're successful, you have your own business, you have that white picket family that she desires, she will try to end you. The lie society has spoken about is the lie that has been told to men. That a lot of men have been told that you being a man is enough. Like you just being a gender of a man is enough. Not knowing that women submit to power. Women submit to power. And if you don't have any power, sir, go get some. Women submit to power. And if you don't have much power or much resources as a man and a woman submits to you, it's probably not going to be the woman that you would pick. You would have to settle. You're going to have to settle as a man because men have to go out there and get resources. Okay? Men have to get resources. That's why ever since your son, if you have a son, ever since he's a little boy, he should be learning how to change a tire, how to change a toilet, how to work towards a dream, how to work hard. Teach him to work very hard because when he becomes a grown man in the real world, he is going to realize that you're not that guy just because you're a guy. Women respect resources, power. Women are innately attracted to that. So I always tell men, it's not too late. Get in the gym, bench press, fix your body, develop muscle, eat healthy. Develop a strategy, a goal, work hard, become a man of structure so you're able to lead. Not the lie that society teaches that just because you're a man, you are desired by all women. But the reason why the patriarchy teaches that men are desired by all women no matter where they're at in life is because society also teaches women you have to have a man to have value. So therefore, women are willing to grab any guy as long as he's a guy. I don't care. I don't care who he is, what he does, where he works. I've been told since I was a little girl that I have to have a guy next to my arm in order for me to have value as a woman. I have to be married or I have to have a man next to me. And that's why a lot of women end up in these negative relationships. So the patriarchy built it in a way so it benefits men without them having to put in the work. And marriage is glamorized without women understanding how much you're going to give more to that marriage than that man will ever give. Okay. Now, I would love to hear you guys' commentary on these things, because again, this is what's debunked. These are the lies. Most smart people know these lies. Okay. It's not socially correct. You know, I don't always come on here and say the cookie cutter things. For example, I'll say something else that's not cookie cutter. If beautiful women should trust no one, and beautiful women should not be as nice. You don't owe anyone niceties. Okay? You don't owe anybody a nicety. I tell people all the time, if you are a woman that is relatively attractive, I also recommend that you have your guard up at all times, and you don't owe anyone niceness or courteousness or any of that, because they're going to try and humble. They're going to try and humble you. They always try to humble and mess with beautiful women. Okay, I talked about it in my other video, beautiful women trust no one. Okay, they're always going to try to humble the beautiful woman. That's why beautiful women do not be nice. You should be black cat vibes. Okay, I remember the other day, a couple of days ago, I think it was last week, I was running a couple of errands and I got really hungry, and I'm like, okay, let me just stop and sit down and have some lunch, and I'll work while I'm having my lunch. So I walked into this restaurant, and it was a group of women at the front door, like waiters, I guess, like just waiting on a table to walk in. And I walk in and I go to the left of the restaurant and I sit at a table that's there. And this girl, she's like, "What do you think you're doing?" I'm like, I'm about to sit down. She's like, "Oh, well, we're not open on that side of the restaurant. We're open on the other side." I said, "Okay, calm down, okay? Calm down. Number one, you don't know me, so don't speak to me like you do." Because when you're a woman and you're beautiful, people are always trying to see if they can overstep, intimidate, make you feel stupid. They're always trying to see what they can do. And when you clock them, and you show them that you're not the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, they calm themselves down. And she calmed herself down really quick, because I'm not nice. You know, people rely on women, especially beautiful women, to be nice so that they can get away with their humbling tactics. But when they see that you actually can be very, very mean, they calm down. That's the only way they will. They're always going to test the beautiful woman to see, can I make her my punching bag? They all do it, men or women, they all do it. So you have to show them that you are not nice. And when they see that you're not nice, they're not going to try it anymore. Okay? So again, these are things that are debunked. Like, there are so many lies. We have been programmed, ladies and gentlemen, to believe so many of these lies. And smart people also understands the lie that society says that we're all the same. That is not true. There are certain currencies that you may have, whether it's money, smarts, intelligence, beauty. Maybe you come from a family that's like well connected, good connections, power. Like, those certain things will put you ahead of other people depending on what the category is. And if you have any of those positive things, you will either be treated well or terribly as a result of those things. For example, a lot of women who are beautiful will say, there was this girl that was talking about how sometimes beauty can feel like a curse because of the amount of hatred that you have to deal with people for no reason. When a woman is beautiful, people just assume that your life is easy, and they have no idea that you have to fight daily with people you know and people you don't know, and the spiritual attacks that they will also try to send because they envy you, right? Now, does it put you on different levels? Yeah, you may be able to attract the eye of a certain person, or, whatever. Same thing with a woman who's very smart. It's beautiful when a woman or a man is smart, because you can build something, you can create something. So it does put you ahead of the hierarchy, but will you experience opposition because of that? Yes, you absolutely will. Smart people also understand that in society, it's not a one size fit all. Society works in hierarchies. You don't want to piss off the wrong person. Okay, I always tell people we're taught, we're all the same. We're all, human beings. We're all, yes, from a biblical standpoint, that is true. From a godly standpoint, we are all souls, and God wants all of our souls, and God wants us to come to him. From a religious, spiritual standpoint, that is correct. However, in the real world and society works in hierarchies. You don't want to piss off the wrong person, or you will be blackmailed or persecuted as a result of that. This is a hole that a lot of women fall into. I've realized a lot of women don't understand how power works. And because of that, they end up getting blackmailed, blackballed, set up, all these things, because you didn't understand that in that moment, all you had to do was keep your mouth closed. Which is why when a woman thinks strategically and non-emotionally, you will understand that it's not all battles that you fight, by the way. There are some battles that you just have to walk away from, because it will affect you negatively in the long run when you piss off a powerful person. And as a result of that, you end up losing an opportunity, getting blackmailed, getting blackballed, getting shunned. Like, it's unfortunate, but the world works in hierarchies. So you got to really be careful with who you intertwine yourself with and who you get upset. And that is a big problem that I think that men understand this concept a little bit more than women do. Because women are a little bit more erratic because they're very emotional. Their emotions aren't very tamed. So as a result of that, they react in very erratic ways, which is why a woman will be a manager of a company and not have the knowledge and balance to understand that you cannot bully someone and leave paper trail of that and not expect to be persecuted as a result legally. They think they're going to get away with it. Times I've worked at a job and I've had a man over me, I've always had a smooth work environment. I had to leave the job. I resigned. And it's always in a good way for something better. Anytime I've ever had a woman that was a boss or my superior, it was always hell from day one till the day I leave. Because of their erratic behaviors, they don't understand. They don't really think about what they're doing and how it can possibly affect their lives negatively. I remember I was working at a job one time, and this new girl that started working there, she left her food in the fridge, and I guess the supervisor didn't like her and would always take her food out the fridge and throw it out. And every time the girl would say, "Why are you throwing out my food?" the supervisor would say, "Well, you've had it in the fridge for too many days." And she's like, "No, I bring new food every day." But she was taunting her. Women don't really think about how their actions can affect them in the long run. That's why they do it. You're going online, you're stealing someone's song, you're stealing someone's music, you're stealing someone's video, you're replicating, and then you get hit with a lawsuit. And now you're shocked and you owe someone $15,000. This is stuff that women fall into all the time because they don't really understand that in life there are consequences, and you may think you're getting away with something, but you're not. We're just letting you think that. Okay, when I worked in the legal system, women would get sued all the time because for some reason in their mind, they think that nothing's going to happen to them. I'm going to go online. I'm a star. Because I have a bigger following, I will find a smaller creator and I will steal her song. Her song is wonderful. It only has 1,000 views, but I have 1 million followers. So I'm going to steal her song and go in the studio and replicate it and put a couple twists in it here and there. And I'm going to make it my song. And there won't be any, I'm not going to get caught up. And then that same celebrity, they wait until the song gets popular and generates a lot of money. And then they sue that celebrity for millions of dollars. Women don't really think when it comes to the extreme things that they get ready to do. They are very extreme. They are very, 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 very extreme. I never underestimate how far a woman will go to end another woman. There's no boundary with them. They will go to the farthest extent. They don't care if they have to go to jail. They don't think about jail time. They don't think about getting sued. They just want to taunt and taunt and taunt. Women like to taunt other women. They taunt them. right? It's a taunting. It's a bullying game. That's why they create pages and they dox them. They create fake pages, drag them in fake pages, bully, online bullying, internet bullying, doxing. It's not until they get hit with a lawsuit that they realize I messed up. I saw this video on another platform where a woman was trying to fight this girl she was jealous of, some beautiful girl. I think she did fight her. And the girl called the cops and pressed charges. And she was like, she really called the cops and pressed charges? I can't believe that. I can't believe this. What do you mean you can't believe it? You put your hands on someone, ma'am. What do you mean you can't believe it? A lot of women don't understand that there are consequences for your behaviors. No one's going to give you a pass because you're a woman. You cross a line, there's a consequence for that. That's why you got to understand hierarchy. And you also have to understand caution, because in life, not everybody operates the same way. You may get away with it with her where you guys fight and she moves on and whatever, but another girl may press charges and never lift them off of you. Now you can't find a job because you got a bad record. Now you can't have nobody wants to rent you a home because you got a record. They don't think that far. It's all about taunting, bullying, and taunting other women and bullying them and taunting them. Okay? And that's why I always say that I always tell women, don't go into situations with other women and automatically assume that they're your ally. I'm talking about in the real world, in the spaces that I create for you guys. Of course, you guys are all on the same platform. You're talking, you're helping each other out. That's different. And a lot of times in society, private spaces are going to be created more. Anyways, private spaces are going to be created more to avoid the doxing and the bullying and the taunting. It's going to be more secret societies created. But ladies, when you go out in the real world, women are not your allies. I want you to be very aware that they will dox you. They will taunt you. They will humiliate you. They will try to end you if they can. So it's your job to also be aware of that and not fall into that lie.